Afternoon, guys. Welcome to Football Brownie. I hope you're well, keeping safe, keeping each other safe, spreading the love through this pandemic. Because, guys, we all need a little bit of loving. But before I go any further, please like, share, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Remember, subscription is free. So why haven't you done it yet? Just a bit of a catch up, really. I just thought I'd do a bit of a catch up. I didn't go live yesterday. A couple of reasons for that. I'll be honest with you. First of all, if you haven't seen the late night question answer from Thursday night, a couple of people in the chat, you know, messing up for everyone else really, and I lost it a bit. To be honest with you, I lost it a bit, so I just thought I'd have a 24 hours off. I did put an upload yesterday regarding uh, the Arsenal Real Zaragoza final. Well, I say yesterday, early hours of yesterday morning. So there was content yesterday, but obviously not a live show. Um, anyway, just thought I'd come outside. Uh, Lovely day today. Sun's gone in a bit now. I don't know whether that's good or bad, really, because at least I can see the screen. Got Randy in the show. Let's go to the comments first, guys. Let's see. Got Randy. Hi, Randy. Hope you're well. Yes, my brother. Coffee time. Coffee time in the golf club again. Yeah. And then he says, looks like Swans will get promoted. No. There's always a banana skin on about promotion and success. No, there's always a banana skin. And unfortunately for West Ham, the banana skin was today. Something told me Newcastle may get something out of today's game. Um, and just West Ham are just a few games to the end now, and it could cost that defeat today could really cost them. How does it feel? Well, regarding, I mean, I remember when Swansea in the Premier League, Cardiff were in the Championship, but I also remember when uh, when they were in the fourth tier for many years, and we were above them. So I think that went on for about 13 years, I think. Yeah, that's football for you, isn't it? That's football for you. Um, we need to buy Brownie a good year. It's all tangled up. Yeah, I know. I need to get. I know it is all tangled up, actually, isn't it? But it's not. It's just been in my pocket, really. Um, Daniel, I support Norwich. Oh well, congratulations. I don't know whether it's congratulations or not, but it will be congratulations after you run it away with the league. Daniel, it's a question for you, then. Yeah, it's a question for you. If the pre-season was as long as it normally would be, do you think Norwich would have held on to most of their players like they have done? I just got a little theory that there wasn't enough time for some transfers to go through during the pre-season. I don't know. You see what Just come back to me. Just a theory. That's all. Um, but congratulations on what will be the return to the Premier League. Oh yeah, West Ham screwed up. They did. They did. Thoughts on everyone labelling Savage racist as a disgrace, Randy. Cheddar said something good the other day. He said it's very similar to labeling every Welshman uh, a sister-in-law saga just because Ryan Giggs done that. That's exactly how it is. I know it's not. It's before the 9 o'clock watershed. It may be wherever you are, but that's basically what it is. And you know what? People who actually do label every Slavia Prague fan and player racist. I just think they're so narrow-minded and in a way, they themselves are bigoted as well. Whether or not I'll lose subscribers, I'll gain subscribers. I'm just telling you, people, my opinion, and I really do think that, you know, I really do think that, history tells people if you lay within football, if you label everybody with a same brush, then that's where you get problems. And you can't get any worse problem than and what happened both in Bradford, the Bradford fire, and and Liverpool, obviously, Hillsborough. Back then, I'm old enough to remember. Back then, football fans were treated like shit because everyone was treated as a hooligan, and I'm telling you, treated like shit. And then, because everybody was tarred with the same brush, the facilities weren't adequate, never were adequate. Because you look at Hillsborough, that happened in '89. Similar issue happened in the same ground, the semi-final in '87, I think. So the warnings were there, but not because they were animals and they hooligans, and nothing was done. And then that happened then in '89. So there's a dangerous precedent set when you tar every football fan as badly just because of a mindful of it, a handful of idiots. And this is coming from me, remember, and everyone knows my background. Congratulations, Daniel. Daniel, who do you support? I support Cardiff. Yeah. Well, City. I use my City with Randy as a Manchester version of City. Of City. Um, at yeah, Cardiff. So it's Cardiff. So it's actually how you say it. You put a K in instead of the first C. Yeah, Cardiff. Yeah. Uh, is Cardiff going to get promoted? Oh, Chadwick's in the house. Hi, Chadwick. Hope you're well. Cardiff going to get promoted? No, they're not. No, they're not. And this is what annoyed me. They had a game yesterday against Ipswich. Went 1-0 up. Oh, it was a real poor game, I'll be honest with you. Went 1-0 up. And Ipswich scored an equaliser. In injury time. 4 minutes in injury time. But the goal scorer, cross come over, the goal scorer had two men marking him. Neither of them jumped. The goal scorer jumped, had a free header, and got the goal. Now, after last week's result, it basically confirmed we had nothing to play for, which is fair enough. I mean, when Mick McCarthy was given the position, I thought we were going to be facing a relegation battle. So, for most Cardiff fans, as long as we're relegated, okay, it's a hope that kills us. Every single football fan, it's a hope that kills us. We went on a magnificent run, actually got into the playoff positions at one point, but the other teams had games in hand. Anyway, roll on. It didn't happen. So, I was of the opinion, look, if nothing happens, we've got nothing to play for. Now is an ideal opportunity to get some youngsters in, see if they can sink or swim. And I'm saying that with a lisp. To sink or swim. Let's see if they can make it. We've got 5 games left or whatever it is. A few other fans were thinking along those lines as well. Lo and behold, you put the same people in who have let us down all throughout the season. at various stages. No youngsters, no new youngsters, let's just say. So, what have we learned from that game? We learned nothing, apart from we still can't defend the lead. Still can't defend the lead. This is one of. I'm not going to flip flop. You know, I think there's reasons why Mick McCarthy was given the job, and I can understand those reasons. As time has gone on, I can understand those reasons. And I think one of the reasons, which is probably a key reason with the Cardiff board, is that parachute payments are coming to an end in the summer. So they want an experienced manager who can wheel and deal, because there's going to be a gap of about 25 million in the summer, because the parachute payments will finish. So I can see why they went for McCarthy. But there's also downsides to McCarthy. And if you ask, I was actually talking to Benjamin Bloom yesterday. Anyone don't know who Benjamin Bloom is? Real up and coming YouTube star. And hi, Benjamin, if you're watching. Real up and coming YouTube star. Mainly focuses on the EFL because he follows Ipswich himself. There's loads of watch alongs and so on. Please subscribe to Benjamin. Real top guy. He's be coming on to. We have arranged a podcast in next week or two. I know I'm digressing a bit, but he's an Ipswich fan. And I was talking to him yesterday and I was saying, why doesn't McCarthy got a choice? Why doesn't he's got the opportunity here to try and bring some youngsters in? Why don't he do it? He said he didn't do it exactly. He didn't do that at Ipswich as well. You know, he got his reliable guys. And he hardly changes, and that was one of his problems with Ipswich. So there's two questions to this, right? Two questions to this. One, oh, the sun's coming out now. One would be, I can't fucking remember now. Right. No, one would be, if you're a father of one of these youngsters, who are basically on the brink of getting there, right? So, sorry, guys, I know you watched that. My nose was running after this coffee. If you're a father of one of these youngsters, and you can see, like yesterday's game was a golden opportunity, and I'm not going to bring my mate into it. It was really isn't directed at him or his boy Isaac, but there must be a little concern in the back of your mind, thinking, well, if he's not going to be playing, or if he's not going to give my boy a chance during uh, these games, these worthless games, let's just say, then when will he give us a chance? I think that question must really be raised now while these worthless games are coming in. And also, as well, what people need to remember is that Cardiff, we got about three, we got about three loan signings, which we're never going to take on now because we didn't go back up. So I'm never going to take them on permanently. So it's like, why, why bother? We got Kiefer Moore, who has been basically our only striker, our only professional striker, right? Now he's playing for Wales in the Euros in the summer. Can't it's these pointless games? Can't they just rest these players? The championship has been relentless all season because it's been shortened, it's been crunched up, and for weeks and weeks and weeks it's been Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday, Wednesday. Anyone who's watched Kiefer Moore's game has realised that he needs a rest. He's not the only one, right? Some of these players need rest, and it's ideal. I don't think it's good for Wales, and probably not good for Cardiff City in the long term if these players aren't given a rest. You imagine Kiefer Moore. He's going to play if he plays every game to the end of the season. Okay, give it 2 weeks later, the Euros would start or whatever it is, right? And then 2 weeks after that, the next season starts. So by the time it comes it will start the next season. Kiefer Moore haven't had a summer, and I just think it's very, very short-sighted this when we have an ideal opportunity now to rest key players. If it was me, if I was McCarthy, and I'm obviously not, but if I was, I'd say to the likes of Kiefer Moore, right, listen, mate, we got 5 games left of the remainder of the season. I know you're playing the Euros. Look, do yourself, do your country, and do us as a club a favour. There you go. I'm going to give you the 5 weeks off. Go have a holiday. Treat this as your summer holiday. Don't go overboard, obviously, but treat it as your summer break. And then you come back, and then when you come back, you're going straight to the Euros. This is an opportunity to give those tired legs of Kiefer Moore and others just an opportunity to give them a break. And if they don't do it, and they play in the Euros in the summer, come next season, I don't think it'll work for Cardiff City. I really don't think it'll work. Maybe I'm looking too deep into this. Randy says, is there an update on the recent racist claims that happened in La Liga? I forgot who it was. It was an ex-Cardiff player. Juan Cala was the Cadiz player. Sorry, I can't remember the name of the Valencia player. Update, La Liga, as expected, let's be honest. Given I know the history of the officials in La Liga, basically, they couldn't find no evidence. The reason they couldn't find no evidence was because they're saying there's no crowds in the ground. There's mics all over the pitch. All the crowd noises are for TV viewers only. You can't hear the crowd noises in the stadium. So the Juan Cala's defence was, surely if I said what I said, one of the mics would have picked it up. Well, I can say things. I'm sure I can say things when the mic is this close to my mouth, and you guys may not be able to pick it up or what I'm saying. So, yeah, found not guilty anyway of the kangaroo court, which is La Liga. Oh, geez, sorry. I've been rambling on, and there's loads of questions. Sorry, guys. We're getting Emery Arteta too. Yeah, I know. I think Villarreal could beat them over 2 legs. I'm sick of people who still. Oh yeah, it's disgraceful. I know. Cardiff. Yeah. That's how it's pronounced. Basically, how Cardiff was built, Randy. If you look at Cardiff and where Cardiff is on a map, Cardiff was built with the dockyards and so on. So if you look where it is on the map, over the valleys area, Merthyr, Aberdare, all built with coal. So they dug the coal up there. They then shipped via train mainly the coal down to Cardiff, which was just a port then, and then the coal would go all around the world. But as the docks was growing there, then you had people moving to Wales, moving to the Cardiff area, and and the Cardiff accent is mixed with a bit Irish as well, because Irish workers come over as well. So as time gone on, yeah, there's um, what I've noticed over here is that non-Welsh people don't non-Welsh people can't see the difference between different regional Welsh accents, but a Welsh person definitely can. I can go to Wales and I can, as a crow flies, if you go 30 miles, you can probably, 30 miles in the South Wales area, Cardiff, Newport, all that, 30-mile radius, probably come across, I don't know, maybe 5, 6 different regional accents. What language Welsh people speak other than English? Welsh. Can I speak that language? I used to be able to in school. It is more like accepted now, but my problem is that when I left school, every job and everything was English anyway. So unless you wanted to work for BBC Wales, Gaelic, no, Gaelic is just Gaelic's Irish. But Scotland have got an individual language as well. I can't remember what I call that. Swansea let me down on a treble today. Hi Mark, hope you're well, my friend. Who do you think will win Champions League, Europa League now? Still think United for your Europa League. I'm going for a PSG Real Madrid final still. And at this moment in time, I still couldn't tell you who would win that. Dave's in the house. Hi Dave, hope you're well. Hope you're well, my friend. I'm good. Thanks for asking. Randy, can you cook? If so, what's the signature dish? Paella. Paella. I can cook. I can cook. If you listen to some of my mates, I can't, but I know I can. When I really focus on it, I can do a good dish. When I rush things, then it's so yeah. I can cook, but problem over here is that it's so cheap to go out to eat that sometimes it's more of a chore to cook over here than it was back home. So I haven't really done much cooking over here. It's like when Mrs. Putin wants to go out, it's very rare I'd say, oh look, let me cook and we'll watch TV because hang on, I need to blow my nose one sec. Whoops. Sorry, guys. I had to blow my nose out. My nose running like hell. Yeah, so paella. What's your signature dish, Randy? Cardiff's a scout these African countries for players and give them trials. Well, they did. Well, years ago, I don't know if you remember, Mark, but years ago, Bellamy had a soccer school in, I don't know where it was now. Was it Zambia or something like that? But you're going to come across like what Vincent Tan. Remember, if you remember, Vincent Tan were doing something in Malaysia. He destroyed the football scouting network in the South Wales, the local talent. Just shortly after, we had Ledley, Ramsey, Chris Gunter, and so on. Who come through the youth ranks. Tan comes in, destroys. And this is one of my issues with Tan as well. Destroys the youth setup. Destroyed it to a level where we haven't really had anyone come through yet since the days of Ramsey. That's how badly he destroyed it. And then that allowed then Swansea to come into the areas which traditionally and historically Cardiff have had the support and had the scouting network for decades. That allows Swansea to come into those kind of areas and pick up what should be Cardiff players. So Tan destroyed it. Tan's version, well, if we do soccer schools in Malaysia, then we'll have millions of Malaysian fans. So they waited and they thought they found a Malaysian Maradona. Lo and behold, after spending millions on this Malaysian soccer school, or soccer schools, lo and behold, they think they've found a Malaysian Maradona. Lo and behold, you could get a work permit. That, ladies and gentlemen, was Vincent Tan for you, or is Vincent Tan for you. So, because of the rules in place and so on, some of the African countries, they probably, unless the player has international caps, they probably would probably struggle to get work permits. I know that Everton have an African youngster in their ranks, but they can't get a work permit, so they've been loaning him out to things like Anderlecht or something like that all the time, or maybe in Germany, something like that, and in a hope that he plays so well when he's out on loan that his home nation will start capping him. I think they've started capping him, but it's already 3 years down the line now. So I think they're thinking of offloading him. But it's a lot of hassle. There's a lot of hassle. I don't know. I just think they should refocus on local talent, Mark, and get to where we were with the youth structure and the Salmon. I think that this steak and I love doing a good steak. I love doing a good steak. How do I like my steak? I started off years ago as well done, and then as I'm getting older, it's getting more rare. Over here, I now have it like medium to rare. I don't like too much blood though. That's the problem. I don't like too much blood. Too much blood on my dish, I could put me off it. Not allowed to eat beef, but I eat sausages that had beef. Okay, okay. Hit the like, yeah, guys. Sorry, I've been rambling on so much. Right, there you go, down the bottom. Like, share, subscribe, Football with Brownie on YouTube. No, right, right. We've had a few subscribers lately, and for someone with a speech impediment that struggles to say their S's, I am now, subscriber-wise, I'm now coming up to the worst number in which I could have as subscribers, which is I'm 5 away from having 666. So please, let's try and get 2 people subscribing when I'm on 665. Cardiff should get Daniel Sturridge out of retirement. Well, I don't know. Could be a good shout, actually. Could be a good shout. What came first, chicken or the egg? Well, you'd always say the egg because the chicken wouldn't hatch if the egg wasn't there. But how did the egg get there? Stones was underappreciated, very, very injured. Mentally, I don't think he was there. That's what Jurgen Klopp used to say, wasn't it? Is that God, I hate cold coffee though. That's what Jurgen Klopp used to say. That right. He was already fit, but he thought that he was unfit. And, yeah, he got 2 years in him. Mark Noble from West Ham. No, you'll stay at West Ham. You'll stay at West Ham. I know he's his final years next year. But there's rumours in which he'll go now, like be a player coach or something. just make up the numbers and squad system. But you stay on coaching. Sam, how you doing, mate? Long time to speak. Hi, Brownie. How are you doing, mate? How are the COVID rules going over there? Well, nothing's really changed, to be honest, Sam. Still 10:30. There was rumours that it was going to come down again to 8:30 or something, but not in my area. But yeah, no, I'm good. Hope you're well anyway, Sam. Congratulations on the result the other night as well. Oh yeah, while I'm on about the other night, don't know if any of you guys subscribe to his channel, but I've agreed to have Flying Pig, Pig from Flying Pig United on the channel to have a chat. Don't know if it's going to be this week, maybe next week. And if anyone watches the World of Football show I do each week, first one I done was Romania this week I done Jamaica. Hoping to get Russia on now. Russia could be the next country we'll talk about. But Jesus, you lot have been talking lots. Daddy Sam, Randy. Oh God, such a bullshit. That is such a bullshit reason. What now? What's the bullshit reason? What have I done? Kisses. Randy. Oh, good. I like it when you guys talk to one another. Who's bigger in the population? Swansea, Wrexham, Cardiff by far, and with population and supporters as well. There's a massive. Oh yeah, hang on. Cheers, Randy. Oh, there you go. Sorry, guys, don't know what happened there. It must be my my blowing in the nose technical issues. Yeah, that's what Sam says. Right, where are we? Need to be payout. Yeah. Well, different payouts you can make. You see. Different payouts you can make. One seafood, obviously. Um, Chicken chorizo, quite popular. It all depends what area, what region of Spain to have the most popular. Chicken chorizo, uh, rabbit is another one as well. Yeah. Are you back, Bishop? Well, let's just say we're back talking. I haven't seen her. I haven't physically seen her since we argued. But let's just say we're back talking. I do know, I like my steak well done. I can barely cook, but I say Asian style. Oh, like I love Asian food, Randy. I love Asian food. But you know what? I'd say, I'd say, maybe I cheat, but you know what I do? I just, that's what I did with my pair. Is just look on YouTube and just follow the instructions on YouTube with one of the professional cooks. So they tell you what ingredients you need. You go to a shop, get the ingredients, and you just watch the video and go back. At stages, you rewind it back, and just follow it as you go cooking. Maybe it's cheating, but that's what YouTube's for. Uh, Cardiff, Cardiff win the FA Cup. Britain will win you. I'm okay, mate. Sick of COVID restrictions. What are COVID restrictions in Norway now, Sam? Um, uh, how long have we? I love ice milk. Oh, no, no, no. No, I hate cold coffee and that. Would you do a show with Tate? I'm open to do shows with anyone if I'm honest with you, Andy. But um, but there's yeah. I'm just going to finish here. I'm open to do shows with anybody. Um, but I'd like to say that respect goes both ways. If you did notice, my language levels went down with that Czech ambassador. When's the next mighty? It might be tonight. I'm not too sure. Might be tonight, man. Um, uh, I know that Liam Williams is boxing tonight, isn't he, from the Valley? So I don't know. I'm wondering if I could do a watch along for that. Don't know yet. The racism not being picked up. The racism not being picked up in the audios. Ah, yeah, I know. Pathetic, man. Pathetic. But that's a problem, you see, Randy. And this is why I'm surprised, very surprised that Slavia Prague player did come out and say, admit it. Because at the moment, it's just one lot of players' words against the other. When he come out and he said that, you know, in a way, fair play to him. Because if he could have still stuck one word against the other, and, even if it is a kangaroo court, still can't find someone guilty on that. Uh, but yeah, one call out, that was his defence. Was well, none of the microphones picked it up, so one of my no, so I kind of said it. Can you rubbish, man? It's gone after Blue and pretty much. All right, Sam. Pretty much shut down since December. Just opened them about 2 weeks, beginning of January, and shut down again. Looking better now with a vaccine. Well on its way. Right, I need to blow my nose, but I am. Uh, Sorry, guys. Well, Sam, it's a bit of a coincidence, for, isn't it? This is what I've been saying. Weather's getting better. Summer in here's Spain, I think it's about what 19, 20 today, and then all of a sudden COVID levels are down. Bit of a coincidence, isn't it? As many would say, is it the flu? Is it the flu rebranded? For flu, are you talking? Am I taking a vaccine? Right. This is my opinion with vaccine. Okay. Ideally, I wouldn't like to. I wouldn't. I wouldn't be taking it. But if it allows me to go out and do things, then I got no problem at all in taking it because I just want my life back. My kind of mindset is over the years, I've probably taken far worse stuff, which had far worse side effects, and and especially off the top of the toilet in, in, in toilet cubicles over the years. But but I'm willing to take my chance. I'm willing to take my chance. Technical issues, yeah, I did have technical issues. And go on, engineer, fix the issue. Yeah, I want to travel. Most airlines will be kind of do soon. Um, I looked into it a little bit. Some airlines, all depends where you're going really, but some airlines are just saying, look, as long as you do a negative PCR test before each flight, so I'd have to do one before I leave Spain. You got negative like 48 hours before or something. They allow you to do that. Uh, Please stand by. We are having. I got. I'm scared to get it. Mostly cook Asian food. Randy, you scaredy cat. Get the vaccine first. Yeah, but no, you shouted out, Barry. But anyway, Barry, welcome to the chat. Anyway, okay, thanks. When's the next drunk chat with Steve? I did try and get him on last night. Well, basically, no. Listen, I messed up the week before, and I did mess up. I did mess up the week before. I arranged that I would get back for would be 10 o'clock, man, and I didn't. I partied a little bit. Wasn't feeling good either. So I did try and get him on last night, and he was taking a piss. It will come round. It will come round. Someone get Brownie a second hot coffee. I don't. Well, technically, it would be my food. Oh yeah, Miss Chatford there. It's coming round. Don't you worry. He's he's having issues with he's having issues with trolls as well. And Aaron Jones, hi Aaron, I haven't seen you in here before, but many thanks for coming. If Bournemouth win tonight and Barnsley win tomorrow, and players become Batman. Not that we're going to get over. Well, I don't know if you were watching early on, and Iron. After last week's result against Blackburn, I think that was the end of it. I'm slightly annoyed really with Mick McCarthy with yesterday's team selection. I'm of the opinion now we've got nothing to play for. This is a prime opportunity to give youngsters a go to see if they can sink or swim. Try saying that with a list, right? But see if they can sink or swim against because there's a massive gap between the under 23s and full professional level. So the ideal opportunity. Mick McCarthy didn't take the opportunity. I spoke to Benjamin Bloom, who I don't know if any of you guys watch his channel, but his channel, up and coming YouTuber, I tell you, focuses on the EFL and is an Ipswich fan. And I mentioned about, he missed out on a chance to, give youngsters a chance. He said, that's Mick McCarthy fear. That's Mick McCarthy fear. He got his the ones in which he trusts, and he never changes. Which then brings me on to two other questions. Where if he never changes, then what are like parents of youngsters who are on the brink of getting into that squad? What's going through their head then? Because if he continues to do, his trusted players all throughout the remaining games for the end of the season, I definitely would be thinking to myself, if I'm a parent of one of his youngsters, thinking, he's got an ideal opportunity here, and he's not giving the youngsters a chance. He's not giving my kid a chance. You really have to think, because it would be a key, uno más, por favor. it would be a key stage in a youngster's career. See, so you got to think, you know, Fortune Prague player getting only a 10-month ban, a 10-match ban. Uh, well, he, hang on, you can blow my nose again. Uh, yeah, 10-match ban. I think it should have been longer, ideally. Although, you know, ideally, I suppose it would come into gross misconduct. I would have sacked him, but you know, uh, it would be difficult for the owner of Slavia Prague because you don't know what their finances are like. Only he knows. He really knows how finances are like. So technically, even though he's a not a nice person, technically as a player, he's still an asset to the club. Got here. So yeah, what would you have done anyway? I would have sacked him. I would try and take a moral high ground and sack him, but that would be difficult. Luis, right? Brownie needs to get anti-Putin vaccine. Brownie, you are a man with experience. Have you done the backdoor stuff? The backdoor stuff. Woof. That backdoor stuff. I'm thinking what backdoor stuff I'm talking about. Have I done the backdoor stuff? Uh, only when women are involved, Randy. Only when women are involved. Tom is in the house. Hi, Tom. Hope you're well. I'm doing well, my friend. Hope you are too. Hi, Zach. Hope you are, my friend. Right. Zach says, Ruben Coleman, yeah, never good youngster, should be playing at the moment. Isaac Davis, here you go. I'm new, by the way. Thanks, Zach, coming in. Please subscribe. Please share. Do all that. And welcome to the madhouse, Zach. Why is Mick McCarthy playing Pack over there? That's exactly what I'm saying, Zach. Exactly what I'm saying. And something I had to think, Ben. I had to think what he was on about. um, Sharks lost to the Knights. The Sharks ain't as good as they were in my day, Randy. Sharks ain't as where you know. Oh hell no! No wonder why me and Brownie get. Yeah, let's just say, Randy, it gets. You know, and I did use that with the ex-wife. It gets more and more rarer as you guys are deeper into a relationship, especially when you got married. Let's just say that. You know, the days of oh sorry, sorry it slipped, it slipped. Sorry, Pat. I have to do that quite carefully. I'm in a bloody golf club. Uh, he should have been banned for life. Hell yeah, third coffee. Was it good? When did you go in? You never. Oh, you guys cracked me up. I needed this. I needed this. I needed this. Yeah, it was a case of when we boyfriend girlfriend. It was a case. Of, oh, sorry. Oh, I slipped. And then when we got married, it was like a big no entry sign. Big no entry sign. Jesus, I can't believe I'm saying this in the golf club at maybe 4 o'clock in the afternoon or wherever it is. But yeah. Anyway, let's calm it down for a minute. Please like, share, subscribe. Football Brownie. See if I can. There you go. It's my Twitter handle. It's my Facebook page. Over 700 on Facebook now. If you're on Facebook, you know, please like, and that's my Instagram. I don't like saying it, but people wanted me to put it in the description as well. So there you go. There you go. Yeah. So and Sam says once you go Brownie, you have to get out the county. Oh jeez. The numbers are going down now. The numbers are going down. I wonder why. What numbers are going down? Maybe time for road to Brownie. Oh no! I shouldn't say. Anyway, anyway, I did. Did any of you? Oh, Randy, yeah. Any of you watch my chat with Military Gruner about Jamaica? And Randy, I did bring up you. I did bring up you. Uh, did bring up your comment as well to him regarding Leno. Great guy, Military Gruner. I really like him. He always seems to be happy. That's something I should take a leaf out of. Sam said, Brownie, beat Fulham tomorrow. If we beat Fulham tomorrow and Everton next Friday, we go above Everton in the table. You might. I was thinking of this yesterday. But Everton have a game in hand, though, Sam, don't they? I have been watching it. I have been watching it closely. But it's a game in hand somewhere. I think Everton's game in hand is against Villa. Problem with Everton is that strength and depth. I think that Josh King is useless, absolutely useless. And thank God that was back to football. Arteta out. Yeah, it was good. So I'm glad you enjoyed it, Randy. Yeah, Milton was funny. He really is funny. Isn't everyone too high to play football in Jamaica? Stereotype. Well, there you go. We were on about stereotypes earlier on about Slavia Prague. You know, listen. Uh, you know, stereotyping can be a bit of banter. I get that. I really do get that. But there's a line in there. But I was even saying to Jim Military Good and myself, I said we're all going to Bob Marley when I started. We're going all Bob Marley tonight. You know, and then I went on to a time in which we played in Cardiff Old Indian Park. You know, and so that's a bit stereotyping, but it was stereotyping in a funny way, which everyone could laugh about. The stereotyping of Slavia Prague players and fans, I thought disgraceful. So stereotyping can come into, in my opinion, into conversations, but I keep on saying that to everybody. Damn Chelsea v Man City FA Cup prediction. Is that today? Oh, that's today, is it? City on focus. No. Wait. Once again, this happened last year, didn't it? Or year before. City for a quadruple, and then all of a sudden, within a week or 2 weeks, it went from a quadruple to just a title. I don't think they win Champions League. It'd be funny if Chelsea do beat them in. I think Tottenham. Actually, I do think Tottenham will beat them in the League Cup final. I don't know. I just think it's a Mourinho. Maybe it's just my liking of Mourinho. Maybe. Yeah, I've already seen this in a couple of podcasts I've seen you on. They've tried to send down a rumour on free transfer this summer and sell Leno. Sorry, lads. can't see the thing. So if we have no way would it go. I don't know. I don't know. I think it'd be bigger clubs which would be interested in him, Sam. And what you got to think of, he has years and years to go. I think Real Madrid may be looking at a more longer term goalkeeping replacement. Courtois, he's improved since you come in, but I think age-wise, how old is Courtois now? Got to be there about. We aren't winning a trophy with Leno. I've never rated Leno, if I'm honest with you, and I never really rated Martinez. I don't think Arsenal would have won anything with either of them. That's my opinion. I know Sam's going to shoot me down. Haaland asking for 5k a week, 50 million sign-on fee. Looks like no. Sam, I'm telling you. Another report this week now. It says Real Madrid are getting finances together to get both Haaland and Mbappe. I'm telling you, I've been saying it for ages. I don't know if you get both of them. I don't know if you get both of them at the same time this summer, because lo and behold, because of a technicality now. Because of a technicality, don't know if you guys have heard this. There was for Florentino Perez done a change when he was president in about 2012 or something. When he first came to power at Real Madrid, he did a change, and he did a technicality of I can't remember what it was, but he put another hurdle in front of any new candidates wishing to challenge him for a presidential election. Lo and behold, for the last 2 year or two, they completely forgot about his technicality. So now new candidates were gaining on him, and some polls were actually in front of him. Lo and behold, this technicality issue come to the surface, which means all the new candidates didn't qualify to legally stand for election. He's got no challenges. Florentino Perez has already been sworn in as the next Real Madrid president until 2025, I think. What an absolute ridiculous, non-democratic thing. So when people say in the UK, "Oh, we need a structure like Real Madrid and Barcelona," well, I tell you what, you look back on the kind of democratic races that go on with these presidential structures within these Spanish clubs, and I'll tell you, you wouldn't want it. Matt Ryan, a good solid keeper. Randy, I don't really know much about him, if I'm honest with you. Love Martinez, who's the most overrated player in Arsenal. Who's the most overrated player in Arsenal? Uh, to answer your question, Randy, at this moment in time, I say Aubameyang. I say Aubameyang. Uh, but as Sam knows, and you would know, Randy, I've been saying it for ages, they should never have given him a new contract. Uh, Martinez was better. I said it. You did. Is Scottish League stronger than no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. A few years ago, it was on par with the Championship because they did like have. I remember McCarthy when he was in charge of Wolves. He did bring the likes of Colin Cameron and a few other like Scottish Premier League players down to Wolves when Wolves were getting promoted to the Premier League. But they were from Hearts at the time. But even the likes of Edward, I think in a way it wouldn't be a gamble because they only asked him 20 million for him or something. But I can't I I don't think that I don't think that the likes of if you want to make strides in the Premier League, I don't think you'd have Edward in you know leading your strike force. I think he would be a backup, a good backup, definitely a backup striker. Same would go with Rangers as Morales, although I do rate Morales more than I rate Edward, if I'm honest. Yeah. Um, but again, I can't see Edward or Morales leading an attack for a Premier League team who want to make a challenge for at least the top four or Europa League places. If they were going, they'd help someone like a Crystal Palace maybe, or Fulham or Burnley, and it would be a big gamble. I think. Arteta made mistakes in Martinez. Scotland League must be the most boring league to watch. I've actually watched some weird Scottish League games, in my opinion. I've literally watched them. I watched Old Firm. What else I watched? I watched Celtic St Johnston. Um, and then I went down. I went down the league. I watched Queen's Park. I think it was against East Stirling or Stirling Albion, something like that. Because I don't know if anyone knows, but Queen's Park, the home of Queen's Park, is Hampden Park. Well, I think they may have built another ground now next to it for Queen's Park, but it used to be Hampden Park. It definitely was in my day. So you go to Hampden Park and you'd be watching Queen's Park, and it'd be about 100 people in a 50, 60,000 stadium. Yeah. So yeah, um, Cardiff. I went to Hibernian to watch Cardiff pre-season. Easter Road's a good ground. Easter Road is a good ground. Also, I didn't go there to watch a game, but I have been to. I have. I one time I was driving to Aberdeen Airport, and then on the way back down, I stopped off in Dundee because I don't know if you guys know, but Dundee and Dundee United, Dens Park and Tannadice are the closest two stadiums in Europe, two football stadiums in Europe. So, yeah, it's about 200 meters from both of them. So I thought, oh, here's my opportunity. I'd go out, I'd drive down. So, um, yeah, I parked the car up and went to two stadiums within like 20 minutes. Yeah. Overrated Arsenal. Yeah, but Uber's a good shout. Who's the most underrated at Arsenal? Who's the most underrated at Arsenal? Trying to think now who Arsenal got. I think Partey's still a bit underrated, simply because of his injury record. Uh, tell you what, I don't think Odegaard has still got the amount of praise he deserves from Arsenal fans, from some Arsenal fans, I should say. There you go. Right, Flying Pig United, brother. Hi, Brownie. Looks nice there. Pig United, man. Chance? Absolutely not. Absolutely not, Flying Pig. But yeah, I did mention it early on, Pig, that you'll be coming on to a chat hopefully next week. It'd be a great laugh, to be honest. Don't think United have absolutely no chance. All is a fraud. Um, but many thanks for coming in, brother. Many thanks for coming in. Cardiff would beat Rangers and Celtic. I would go for a draw, especially the way they're playing at the moment. Zaka's another good shout, okay? Flying Pig in the house? Yeah, he is, my friend. Funny. Uh, don't think, I don't think so, Flying Piggy, unfortunately. What do you think of Pep Guardiola? I think he's overrated manager. I have my issues with Pep Guardiola off the field, really, if I'm honest with you. And it's been highlighted over here, obviously, because of Spain. Don't really want to get too political, but when he used to, well, I don't think he does anymore, but he used to wear the yellow ribbon because of a Catalan media were arrested by the Spanish police when the issues with Catalonia and Spain were come to the surface. But yeah, how hypocritical is it? Because this is the same guy who manages a team who is owned by Qatar, who do exactly the same with their media. How hypocritical is that? What's a flying pig? I mean, pigs will fly. Yes, that's a good shout. That is, Sam. That's a good shout. I just realised you said it slipped in. Must have hit. Well, some people like it rough, Randy. Some people like it rough. You gotta prep for that stuff. I used to in every Cardiff City fan. Although I did actually come across one on social media the other day saying, "Oh, look where all is now." I don't care where all is now. The fact of the matter is that he was a fraud when he was in Cardiff's managerial job. Pep's a fraud. Ha ha ha. Left all away. Right, guys, I'm gonna have to go now. It's after an hour. Thank you ever so much for joining. Many thanks for all the comments. May do a question and answer later on. Not too sure yet. And until next time, hasta luego. Cheers.